Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for this week's video. What if behind the gods and the monsters there was real history? Today, 5 ancient Greek myths that turned out to be at least partly true, backed by archaeology, geology, and clues from old texts. Let's separate legend from reality. Number 5, the fire-breathing Chimera. In the myth, a monster roams Lycia, spewing flames. In the real world, on Turkey's southwest coast, there's a hillside called Yanartas, where natural gases seep through cracks in the rock and burn in the open air. The flames flicker day and night and have done so for millennia. Now imagine sailors in antiquity spotting those dancing fires in the dark, or travelers stumbling on a slope that literally breathes flame. You don't need a lion-goat-serpent hybrid to explain the story, just a dramatic, very real geological phenomenon that would have looked supernatural to anyone who saw it. Number 4, the Amazons, the legendary nation of warrior women. For a long time, people treated this as pure fantasy, but excavations across the Eurasian steppe from Scythian and Sarmatian cultures have revealed numerous graves of women buried with bows, quivers, spears, and even horses. Their bones show signs of riding and combat. Were they the Amazons of Greek myth? Not exactly, but they prove that bands of skilled horse archer women absolutely existed on the fringes of the Greek world. Greek travelers and storytellers heard about them, perhaps fought them, and the tales grew. The myth exaggerates, but its core, women who rode, or hunted, and fought, was real. Number 3, the Labyrinth and the Minotaur. Theseus, a ball of thread, and a monster at the center of an impossible maze. Travel to Crete and you'll find the sprawling palace complex at Knossos. Multi-storied winding corridors, staircases, courtyards, storage rooms so intricate that labyrinthine barely does it justice. Minoan art is filled with images of bulls and the athletic ritual of bull leaping, people vaulting over a charging animal. Put those together. A palace that feels like a maze and a culture obsessed with bulls. You don't need a creature, half man, half bull, to see how a gripping legend could grow from that reality. The monster is poetic. The maze and the bull cult are historical. Number 2, the Oracle of Delphi. How did a priestess enter trances and speak for Apollo? The sanctuary of Delphi sits over intersecting geological faults. Studies suggest that light hydrocarbon gases, possibly including ethylene, could seep up through the ground in that exact spot and may have contributed to trance-like states in a confined space. In small amounts, ethylene can induce euphoria, floating sensations, and altered awareness. It's a plausible mechanism, though scholars debate the exact role and dosage. Add ritual, expectation, and a society trained to listen for meaning, and you get prophecies that shaped Greek decisions for centuries. Not a mere performance and not pure fantasy either, rather a sacred practice amplified by a unique geological setting. Number 1, Troy. For generations, many thought the Trojan War lived only in Homer's poetry. But on the hill of Hisarlik in northwest Turkey, archaeologists uncovered a multi-layered city with massive fortifications, a place destroyed and rebuilt repeatedly. Meanwhile, Hittite tablets from the late Bronze Age mention a kingdom called Wilusa, a name that echoes WW Ilios, another name for Troy. We can't replay Achilles versus Hector beat by beat, but we can point to a real city controlling trade routes between the Aegean and the Black Sea, a city that burned, a city fought over. The legend of Troy hangs on a solid historical hook, a powerful, strategic metropolis that endured real conflicts. The poetry magnified it, the spade confirmed it. So what's the takeaway? Ancient myths weren't science reports, but they weren't random. They were stories or full story woven around unforgettable places, unusual natural phenomena, and real peoples on Greece's horizons. A hillside that breathes fire becomes a monster's lair. Horse archer women on the steppe become Amazons. A palace maze and a bull cult become the Labyrinth and the Minotaur. Fault lines and sweet-smelling vapors become the voice of a god. And a trading city on a windy strait becomes the stage for an epic war. Which of these surprised you most? If you want a part 2, we can dive into the Golden Fleece, the Cyclopes, the Cyclopean walls of Mycenae, and more. If you learned something new today, stick around. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you know when the next video is up.